product briefing by Legal Tech Hub. Today we're joined by Austin Brittenham of Second Chair. Second Chair is the company behind David AI, which is a GPT-style tool that can securely read, analyze, and discuss an attorney's own client files, notes, and emails, and can provide precise links to key locations in those documents. Welcome, Austin. Great to have you with us today. I'm curious to learn more.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So please tell us a little bit more about where you came from. I understand you're a second-time founder, so curious to learn more.
That's right. Second-time founder, first time in legal technology. I had an AI company from 2017 to 2019, but the advancements in being products and the ability to build for attorneys really made the time feel ripe to be working in legal tech. I was a second-year law student at the University of Mississippi. I've since finished, full lawyer now, but it was a good time to be building in AI in the law.
Great. And you've built something that's very dear to my heart, having been closely involved with myself. And I think you've got co-counsel in your crosshairs. So I'm curious to see the actual demo. Why don't we start with the demonstration and show the viewers what David is capable of?
Can do. So David allows an attorney to upload any of their own files, securely ask questions of the AI. So when you log into a case with David, you'll see a screen like this. Over on the left-hand side, you could explore your chat history. You can see the files that you've uploaded, their status, if they're processed or not. I've populated two already. One is the Harvard's brief to the Supreme Court last summer, 2023. So the court case about Harvard's use of diversity as an admissions consideration. The other is the writ that had been submitted to the court. So we have these two files. There's a couple hundred pages of PDFs here, and we can ask something like 5 arguments that Harvard court has very many, more than just 5 arguments. But David's capable of thinking on this question. And David has generated 5 responses. To be clear, these aren't just, sort of copy and paste direct quotations, where David has in some way summarized or made its own description. It has generated novel text. But in doing so, anything that's highlighted, you can also click, and it shows you the document that it pulled, the information that it used to generate its response, and then it highlights the relevant portion that the AI used. So functionally, it creates, for lack of a better word, a citation to the underlying document that David used. So to generate this first response, David pulled from the Harvard brief the 20th page of the PDF, which is the 11th page of the titled document. And it shows you, again, exactly where it pulled from. We could click here. Looks like it also pulled from the 20th page.
That's kind of like
Yes. So it's Perplexity, but on your own files rather than Perplexity for the web. And like Perplexity, folks really appreciate the ability to explore the underlying information. I think increasingly state bar associations are suggesting that attorneys have obligations under the law to investigate outputs to make sure that they're right. You at least can't just trust them, like copy and paste without any critical thinking. And so our thought was, how do we make this fast and easy? And while here we've demoed the use of David with court-related documents, David can handle any kind of PDF. So this might be a spending record. This might be a website that you save as a PDF and upload into it. This might be a law review article that you have access to, a blog post that someone else has written. This might be your own internal contracts that your law firm has written that you save from a Word doc to a PDF. We're increasingly being able to support other file formats. So if it can be a PDF, we can handle it today. And our product roadmap intends to be able to support, of course, Word documents, RTF files, but also getting multimodal. So reviewing things like videos. Police camera footage is an easy one where attorneys have to review video. So what we have today, we're excited about. What we have on the agenda, we're even more excited about. And it's all built on top of this underlying technology I just showed.
So the basic thesis is you got a few thousand or a few 100,000 documents, and you can ask it all kinds of questions for discovery purposes, for preparing timeline, doing research on those documents. Is that right?
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay. And those are the kind of use cases that people are using David for.
That's correct.
That's great. That's great. Were there any other things that you wanted to show us today?
I think that that's it. I'll point out that the file uploading process is simple. Pull a file from anywhere that you have. You can batch multiple files at once. In the dashboard, you can create different cases. So these are ways to organize files. And David will only answer questions based on the case that you're in. So if you have one case for one client and another case for another, the documents that you upload are only housed in that particular case. So you can see here, I've uploaded a bunch of non-legal files. I've uploaded a cover letter. I've uploaded a consent to participate in research, which, is at most maybe a contract. We have a policy handbook from the Urban Institute, and we have the New Jersey Task Force report on so wildly kinds of documents. You could upload, for instance, a resume, and David's going to be able to handle all of these. So this lends itself to the e-discovery because it can, again, handle all kinds of files that aren't just like a court case. And notably, when you're asking questions of David, it's only pulling on this universe of files, the files that are in the particular case that you're in. And we did that on purpose because if you're at a firm where maybe there's some conflicts that have been waived but need to be sort of thoughtful about, you might need some attorneys not asking questions, or you might be attorneys in the same law firm, but files in one case might need to be partitioned such that if you're asking questions in another case, those files aren't leaking between the two. We have also found that it generally makes David's responses better to partition files in this way. And it's also how we protect security and confidentiality. So we have such confidence in the way that we've built our technology that this segmenting, these data lockers inside of a case, makes it so that the AI will never pull your information, the files you've uploaded, when another user inside of your organization or another user in a different law firm or customer of Second Chairs is asking questions. AI is physically or technically incapable of sort of moving data in that way. So we've built the AI from the ground up in all kinds of ways that you can explore on our website to protect the attorney-client privilege, to protect documents that we understand have great significance both to attorneys and to their clients, and to make sure that everything we're doing with the AI is not risking that relationship.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. That's helpful. And which models is this based on?
So our proprietary technology sits in the middle, which enables all of the sort of view functionality that we were exploring. We're underlying model agnostic. So if you ask us a question, it largely will go to OpenAI. Sometimes it might go to cloud, but we can plug and play whoever the underlying model is based on particular needs that a law firm might have. So if there's a particular model that matters, we can make use of that. And the way that we sanitize and partition the data, the files never go to any of the third vendors like OpenAI. The prompt might, but we also do so in a way that, again, is sort of sanitized such that your question is still protected. And you don't have to be concerned that OpenAI's model is going to reproduce your prompt or its answer to another OpenAI user.
That's good to know. Well, thank you so much for this demo. Very helpful, very insightful. We'll be back with more soon, but please visit Second Chair's website, secondchair.ai, directly on the website or through the profile that will be in the video below the conversation and otherwise in the Legal Tech Hub directory. Thank you so much, Austin. Very nice to meet you and to chat.
Thank you.